for getting here early, for just being here to listen to some great speakers. My name is Bruno Terkaly. I will just be very brief up here. I'm here to basically thank everyone for helping me do this. And that includes a big list. That includes, say, Sasha and Marco. Many of you know those guys. Laurent. Joanne helped a lot. Doris, my colleague. Garrick. Max with the cameras. Mike with everything. I just want to thank all you guys. The food and all the goodies from 4 sponsors. Vercon, Kazing, Apex, and Tech. They're going to come up very briefly after I finish up, just to do a quick kind of 1 minute each. I've got 20 minutes. I want to stay on schedule. We have some awesome speakers, so I want to get as much time in front of you guys as possible. So I'm just going to blast through. Here are the sponsors. I'm going to let them a minute each in a moment. So you've seen a lot of this stuff. I guess this is the core schedule for tonight. It's a long night, but I think more is better than less, so we worked hard at getting 2 members of the jQuery core team here. 2 members. As you know, jQuery is awesome. It can help you with big wave surfing and motorcycles, all those good things. So we're hoping, even the Giants won because of it. So we know it's really a powerful environment. We're going to give away things. We're going to give away a couple Xboxes at the end of the night. And how many of you are iPhone users? Excellent. I had some special shirts made up for you. These are Windows Phone 7 shirts, so feel free. I got a few later. Feel free to come help yourself when you get a chance. I'll be here. As usual, I'm here. I got cards if you want to help me do this better or you have suggestions. I know you'd like a guest account, but with so many people, our presenters wouldn't have access. It'd be a little bit slow. So I know that's a big ask. I wish I could help you out. But let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to ideas for other events. So, come approach me at any time. I got my cards right up here. Just grab one. You know why you came here. You didn't come here for the Xboxes, right? You came here for these great speakers. Some of these guys are just rock stars. All of them are rock stars, except for me. So get ready for some amazing talent. We got Yehuda's here. He's working. I'd like him to explain this absolutely agnostic set of code here. Sounds really intriguing. We got Damien over here in the house. He's flew down from Redmond today. He's an awesome code-oriented presenter, which to me is really what's important, is to kind of show you some code. We got Mr. Jonathan Sharp in the house as well. He is also another jQuery core team member. His publisher is here, O'Reilly Books. He is here, and he's got the book as well. That's me, and I'm just here to kind of facilitate. My face seems to kind of get in and out of focus. I don't know what's going on here, but I think I can fix it. And so we're just going to jump right in here. I'm going to just kick it off with a quick little demo. How many of you are actually new to jQuery at any level? So there's a handful of you that maybe need a tiny bit of a leg up, and I've got just a few minutes to do that. So I'm just going to go here. I'm using Visual Studio. There is a free Express edition. So I'm just going to go out here and add an HTML page. And this page is going to be pretty boring and blank, especially after I add some very primitive code here. So let's add some code in here. It's going to be a basic data table. So let me put that into my clipboard. So here's a little boring table. I'm going to view it. You're not going to be impressed with this table. It's just a data table list. Many of you might recognize the DTs and the DLs, the data list. So the question becomes, how do we kind of spice it up a little? Well, I know I can do some work with styles. So I can go ahead here. Let me delete the old style sheet, add a new one, just so you can kind of follow along. I'm just going to add a style sheet. And this style sheet is just going to format briefly this particular page. So let's paste this guy in here. Some basic style. So it's going to look a little bit better. Not that impressive. Not unless jQuery steps in the picture. So, I forgot to do what here? I added the style sheet, but what do I need to remember to do? Yes, I need to include that guy. So I'm going to go over here and include the style sheet. So a little snippet shortcut here. Now it should be decent. We haven't touched jQuery just yet. That's coming up. It's a little bit better. How many of you heard of the accordion effect? So many of you that haven't heard it probably know there's a plug-in that you can just put right in, and it's going to be very easy. I'm going to kind of do it manually by hand, just so the beginners can kind of see some of the stuff here. So I was chastised once for not putting my JavaScript at the bottom. So I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to put it where it belongs. And you can see I'm downloading it from one of the CDNs. There's jQuery itself also has the latest version. You may not know this, but Microsoft has completely changed to jQuery internally with all our tooling. So here we have a little bit of script I'm going to include here. And I'm going to put some JavaScript right below here. So I'll tab in that and start putting some JavaScript. For those of you that do jQuery, what is that one event that you probably always want to start writing code for that really tells you the DOM's been loaded, that everything's in place and you can start doing code? The ready event. So I'm going to plug in a ready event. And, you know, I can do anything here. I can put a little alert box just to show you that, indeed, it will pop up something here. Single quote, hello, jQuery. Go ahead and run this guy. Nothing big yet. We want to do a few things with this accordion. We want to essentially go in here and collapse or hide all of them, all the DDs except for the first one. That's one of the first things we want to do. So what we're going to do is go down here to our script code where this ready event is living and basically tell it to hide some stuff. So I'm going to just basically go JQ hide, tab, tab. And the selector, as you may have seen during the demos, is simply what is it I want to hide? And I want to hide the DDs that is not the first one. And so that's the syntax to do just that. Hide everything but the first one. Hide all the DDs but the first one. So if I run this now, hopefully, they'll all be collapsed except for the first one. So indeed, that seemed to do the trick. If I do a control up arrow, I get a little bit better zoom. What I want to do next is if I click on, say, day trips, what's the goal there? Slide the visible one up and slide down the one I just clicked on. That would be the effect of the accordion. So I need a click event in here, and I'm going to code that up next. So I'm going to say JQ click, tab, tab. And the selector in this particular case is the DT, the data table anchor. And we don't need the prevent default behavior, so I'll just remove that. If you look up here, basically I'm saying hide the visible DTA. Right? That's what this guy here says. If you click on a DTA. So after you do the click, you also want to make something visible as well. So what I'm going to do here is define a slide up method to do that. So I'm going to go in here and just say JQ slide up, tab, tab. I think I have to do that up here and then paste it down. JQ slide up, tab, tab. And what is it I want to slide up? Basically the visible one. That's the selector for that one. And then it gets a little tricky who I want to slide down. So essentially, assuming I click on day trips, I want to basically slide that guy down. So I want to go up to its parent, which is the DT. If I click on the anchor, the parent is the DT, and the next one is DD. That's the one I want to slide down. So I need to go to the parent, the next, and slide that down. And that's what I'm going to do with this script next here. So I'll say JQ, slide down, tab, tab. And the one I'm sliding down, I'm going to, whatever I click on is the this, right? And then I'm going to say parent, and then the next one from the parent. So I'm going to take both these guys. They belong when I click. So let's review. As soon as we're ready, we're going to hide everything but the first one. But when I click on a DT, I'm essentially going to slide up whatever's visible and slide down what's next. Now I can put slow here if I want to make it kind of cool. So I just put the slow within quotes here and give it a shot. So that's pretty much a little accordion effect. Not the most ground-shaking thing here, but essentially what I wanted to introduce you to is that once you include the jQuery library, it's very, very beautiful to write this code, right? You've all read the book, Beautiful Code. It's all about nice, clean, readable syntax. I think that is my favorite part of jQuery. That is my favorite part. So let me think here. I think I'm ready for the next presenter. I think the sponsors have 3 minutes. That's my time, everybody. Once again, I invite you to come and ask me any question you want or advise me how to make this a better event. I'm thinking of having kind of more debate forum in the future. So if you like that, let me know. If you want to contact me, let me just put my contact info. I have office hours here at Microsoft. This is kind of my home turf. So feel free to just come by in the city and hook up with me and help me out, make this better for next time.
Can you read that out loud? The screen's a little bit blurry at the moment.
Sure. How about, does that help?
Probably. There.
All right, awesomeness. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hear these speakers. In all the excitement, I forgot what that schedule said. Who's the next guy up?
Sponsor.
The sponsors, excellent. And so we have